am not dead. I am still alive for now. It has been a long time since I made a video, and I've been very, very busy. I've also made quite a lot of other videos and just not put them on YouTube, finished editing them or anything. Editing videos is the bane of my existence. I will make a video that, like, I thought, Speedy Boys, oh, they're there to catch me. I'll make a video that I think is like 10 minutes long, and I'll go to edit it, and it's like an hour and a half. And I want to put it down to like 20 minutes, and it takes like forever. So I just kind of gave up on the last one I was making. I am still alive though. I've been doing many things. I now have 2 jobs. And previous to Christmas, I had a job where I was working 12 hours a day, and then going to work another job for 6 hours a day in the middle of the night. And I work in a bar, I work in a bar, and it's the best bar in the fucking world as far as I'm concerned. It just, I mean, yeah, it's not the most cutting edge, it's not the most avant-garde, but it's probably got the best atmosphere. And I have microphone fluff in my mouth. After Christmas I got COVID, that was cool, so I was broke, and I'd already committed to spending some money on getting my Ninja MOT'd, so that £600 it cost to get it through the MOT, through no fault of my own mind. He just couldn't figure out the brakes either. That £600 that I was planning on having, I didn't have, and yeah, it all just conspired against me, and I haven't had time or money to do anything really. Here I am now making a fucking racket, and it's awesome. Now I'm going to talk at some length about where else I've been. Last year I was also filming. I was on set as an extra for a film I can't tell you about. Both me and Summer signed NDAs, and that was cool. When the film comes out, I will tell you that I'm in the film, but until that film comes out, I cannot tell you that I am in the film. Yeah, busy, fucking busy. But anyway, this bike is fucking awesome. First impressions, this bike is slow. It is not a fast bike, but then it is also not a sports bike. Not a sports bike, but I do enjoy riding it, because it doesn't have to be fast to be fun. It has to be stupid to be fun. If I'm honest, it has to be a little bit ill-advised and moronic. It's big and it's noisy, and it's hard to really get that across. It is heavy and is loud, and yet it's still just as fun as riding my Ninja, because it's so epically cool. It's not going to go, the top end is, so I'm told, not that I've endeavoured to find out, but apparently it's about 105. Oh, fuck off now. But something to add, considering the circumstances, is that the brakes are fucking sick. The brakes are so sick. So we've got, yeah. My ears are tingling. Blisters in the ears. Oh, wow. Gonna warm my earplugs. We've got 2 discs on the front, and they look quite a lot like the Nissan 4-pots that I've got on my Ninja, except for they have both the pistons on each side are the same size. They're not different sizes like they are in the Nissans, but the essential, like the caliper makeup and everything is all pretty much the same. It just says Triumph on it, it's a Nissan. But here's the thing on the back, they've got these just one disc on the back, because, you know, it's a back brake. But I think in acceptance that on this kind of bike where you've got forward controls and people tend to use the rear brake more, they put a lot of effort into making the rear brake sweet, because it's a heavy bike and you need a bit considerable braking force to stop this bike. Even though it doesn't go that fast, it's heavy. So we've got a Brembo on the back, and it stops it stops on a penny. It's insane. So something that weighs about 4 times as much as I do, it stops on a penny. It is incredible. And then you've got the handling, right? Provided you have enough air in the tyre, which I didn't. The front tyre's got a leak, and it just goes down, and I have to pump it up every week. And like, if I really wanted to, well, I've started pumping it up like twice a week now, because when there's no air in the front tyre, it handles like a pig. That's not surprising, really. You kind of need the air in the tyre, but yeah, you can throw it around. You haven't got as much ground clearance as you do on a sports bike. The pegs are too low. But don't let that stop you. I have inadvertently, from cornering too hard, like completely ripped out those little blob things on the bottom of the pegs on the left hand side. Now normally you go in the corner and the peg hits the tarmac and it goes it's just bouncing, but I took a left hand turn on the return home from Scotland and straight into my road. Went round so quick and so sharp, it didn't just grind on the floor, it just ripped the fuck out. It's gone, I don't know where it went. And I've yet to replace it. On that note, I did take this bike all the way to Scotland and all the way back, and also not like in one day. I went all the way to Scotland, around Scotland for like 2 weeks, and then back. And did a total of 1,750 miles. And back! It was awesome. This bike is solid as a rock. You don't have to fucking worry about anything going wrong. It's like, I can ride it, and ride it, and ride it. The only maintenance I've had to do to it is changing the back brake pads. And that was so easy. I'd done it before I figured out what I was doing. And that doesn't sound like it makes a lot of sense, but normally you have to undo a few things when you're figuring shit out and then go, what does this do, what does that do? I undid it, and then I was like, oh, and then just put the new pads in, and that was it. It was fucking done. And that's all I've had to do to it in the 6,000 miles I've done on it. Unlike the Ninja, which is decided that now I've been riding that since Christmas, and it's now February something, the 16th. And that is now like run out of front brake pads, even though they were new, like just before I stopped riding it. Ooh, buddy! Listen to that! Oh, and I put the willies up here, wouldn't I, boy? To and from Scotland, 1,750 miles. I wouldn't say it was easy. This is not the kind of bike for riding on a motorway. It has no front bearing, it has no front anything, it doesn't have a fly screen. I am the wind resistance. It just hits me and it's like someone with a bungee cord around your face trying to pull you backwards. So it's not really great for high speed weather on motorways where the wind is shit. Because it's just trying to rip your head off all of the time. So we had Summer sat on the back behind me, propped up against the backrest, pushing her little arms against my back to hold me upright while we were doing a reasonable speed down the motorway. Wasn't planning to take the motorway, but as things would happen, you never get to leave when you plan to leave, especially not when there's two of you who are disorganised. If one of you was organised and the other one wasn't, then you could probably pull each other together and manage to get there on time. But no, that didn't happen. So I had to be in Manchester for dinner time and hadn't left London until 1:30. So we had to take the motorway instead of taking the nice A's and B's roads, whatever. And fuck, man, that's hard going. Hurts your abs, hurts your arms, hurts your neck, man. I think I've got a six-pack coming up on my neck now. Like, it's fucking exhausting. But aside from the actual long-distance stretches on the motorway, this bike is phenomenal, and it makes me so happy. And yeah, it's so noisy. And I figured out a way of making it go faster, so there's like more top end. Not that you really want top end, it's all bottom end. It's a parallel twin, it's not supposed to be top end. But a little bit more top end was necessary, I believe. And I can't really comment on anything else Triumph have done, because there's not a lot on this bike that is standard. Oh shit! I mean, it's got a lot of torque. It has a lot of torque. It's quite strange for a bike to have a lot of torque and still be slow. But you feel it, you twist the throttle and it kicks you in the arse. It doesn't go very fast, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, I can outstrip a lot of cars. I'm not going to try and outstrip the fast cars, but this motherfucker could definitely get past. You really got to plan your overtakes a bit better. Like on the Ninja, just like bang, bong, gone. On this thing, I have to make sure there is enough room to do it. It gets a bit hairy sometimes. I'm used to having the immediate explosive power of the Ninja, and then this one's like, go get there, come on. Woo-hoo! Oh, my ears. Ow! Yahoo! You can corner on it. You really can corner. Wow! Oh, it perforates my eardrums. Oh, yes. That's what's fun about this bike. That is what I love, is doing dumb shit on it. Puts a smile on my face. If you just like cruise, it's not that interesting. I mean, nothing's that interesting if you're just pootling. I mean, if you're the kind of person that likes a bit of peace and quiet, serenity, inner calm, then yeah, this would be a good bike for you, because you're like, wow, yes, slow. But it's fucking cool. But I'm not that kind of person, and making this do the things I want it to do is somehow more fun than going really, really fast. Like a suicide mission. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, and while I'm on the subject of this motorbike, it's fucking cool. Okay, it is the coolest bike I've ever ridden on. With a sports bike, yeah, they could be sexy, not denying it, but really the sexy thing is just the well-designed, aesthetically pleasing piece of plastic. The internals of the bike are ugly, and they just wrap it in some nice plastic. That's not difficult. It isn't difficult. Yeah, it might be difficult as a design team to come up with the new sexy shape of plastic. But this bike is sexy beyond all reason, and every part of it that makes it sexy is integral. They've designed everything that makes the bike work, and they've designed it with sex appeal in mind, and that is unbelievable. And it comes out as a hell of a lot sexier than a sports bike. I've literally had women stop me in the street, and this is no word of a lie. I'm riding through Cheltenham, and a woman has stopped me while I'm riding, as she's crossing the road in front of me, and she's like, "That is a sexy bike." I'm like, "Yes, Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you very much. Go away. Go away. I grew up my entire life thinking that women don't like bikes. And if you ride a bike, the only attention you're going to get is from men. This bike is the exception to the rule. Because I've come out of the shop before now and found a lone woman, no man in sight, a lone woman stood there staring at my bike lovingly. And I said to her, "You can't have it, it's mine." And she gave me a grin and then gave me a wink and walked off. And I'm like, okay, okay. You know how the fairy tale of the biker gets all the girls because he rides the big beastie. This is that bike, this is that bike. I love it. Alright. Peace out. I can't fucking see. Woohoo!